Up until recently, I kind of invested in some gear, but everything I needed to start YouTube, a lot of it is in here.
Start it up.
All right, guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing if any of this helps you. So this video might be a little bit rough. Forgive me, I'm still trying to figure out this format of this kind of like tech channel. I just got finished filming a different video for my other channel because I mostly do tour reviews, work videos, you know, things on that channel are a little bit different. This is more like a tech channel, how to do YouTube, social media, stuff like that, and my setups. So right now, I'm gonna go over a few things. I wanna show you guys basically what you really need to start a YouTube channel as far as gear. There's not a whole lot that you need, and we'll jump into it. Just clean up my mess from my last video. All right, so basically, and you can probably already see that I forgot to put this light back. Right now I have a different setup than what I had before. So starting a YouTube channel is not that hard. Should you start one in 2023 or whatever year you're watching this in? Absolutely, if it's something you like doing. Now for me, I've always liked editing, whether it's, I do logos. I would do logos for my company. I do logos and shirts for the brand on the YouTube channel that I run, the main one. Up until recently, I kind of invested in some gear, but everything I needed to start YouTube, a lot of it is in here when I first upgraded. So you don't even need what I have in here, but I'm gonna show you what's in here. You know, all the stuff that I need to do professional looking shots and videos. Obviously, I need something to record with, right? If you're starting out and you're not sure about this being long-term, short-term, you just kind of want to try it out, your best camera, and honestly, just overall, your best camera 9 times out of 10 is in your pocket. It's the phone that you have. I'm recording with my iPhone 14 Pro. I just recently upgraded. And honestly, as long as you have a phone from the past, even like 5 years, it's perfectly fine. You can get away with that. I used to shoot on an iPhone XR. I used to shoot on then I upgraded to an iPhone mini, which is not really much of an upgrade. And those got me by for like 75% of my videos over on my main channel. I'll go over all the little tips and things like that to help you along the way. But for today, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I want to just go over the gear that you need to start with. So like I said, camera, start with the phone in your pocket. All right, guys, and I gave you my background on why I wanted to do my channel and stuff like that, but it's also just depending on what you think is good for you. So I don't want this to be like, oh, you have to be tech savvy, you have to be into all this kind of stuff. You really don't. If you're just like in my field, if you're just working and you want to be educational, just record what you're doing. Like there's no right or wrong way to do it. Just do that, be yourself in front of the camera, and good things will happen. This is my setup right here. So let's go to the back real quick. So like I said, I do have an action camera in here, not needed. It's just how I wanted to get some hands-free video. You can also just strap a phone to your chest, which I'll go over other kind of gear. I just recently got a chest strap and it works with phones. So we're gonna try that out soon. But yeah, that's my action camera. This is my tripod setup, and I had this for the longest time until I recently upgraded. I'll show you what kind of tripod that this phone is on right now, but for mobile shots, if you want a selfie stick or something of that nature, you need a shot where you can put this, because this only goes up a couple feet. If you just want to put it on the table and get a good shot, this works pretty well. If you extend it out too much, because this is like an extra long tripod, it does get a little wobbly, especially if it's like windy outside. So this is mostly for close shots, or if I have it propped up on a table like this. And I do my videos, you know, talking to the camera. And if you get a big tripod like I have right now, it's a lot easier to set it up on the floor. But like I could easily just set this up like this on a table and sit in front of it and get a good shot too. So the only thing is, this is a Bauer brand. I'll try to link everything as close as I can because a lot of the stuff is from Walmart. It's not the best quality, but it got me by. Like I said, I had this like since I started. And it also came with a remote Bluetooth clicker if you wanted to start and stop the video remotely. It came with a remote too. The only thing is the ball head adapter that it had did not work very well. It would not. You would tighten it and it would still fall. And I couldn't get those shots because I always propped it up and I wanted a good shot like angled down. So then I got this one, which I bought a few things from them. Anduer, or I don't know how you say that, but that's from Amazon. So I'll link, you know, this stuff, and I'll show you how, you know, how I kind of put together some of the stuff. This came from a different product, which I'll show in another video, because that's kind of an upgrade, bigger purchase that I made. But the little adapter works great for this. So if you get a cheap tripod, just keep in mind you might need to upgrade the ball adapter. And Amazon has like really good ones. Like I said, if I can find one that is better for you guys, I'll link it in the description. But this is really good. Like I said, prop up on a table and also get a selfie shot. As stupid as that looks, it's actually very useful. Even in my line of work, I need selfie shots sometimes when I don't have anywhere to prop it up. And then this is a how I mount my phone on my shots. This is a MagSafe tripod adapter. So it goes on there, screws on, no adapter needed for that. Goes directly on there. So it gives you enough space to put it in landscape or vertical. So if you put it vertical, now I have the 14 Pro. I think the Pro Max would also fit, but I also plug a mic in mine and it barely fits. So just keep that in mind. I think there are other options now, but when I was looking like a year ago, this was the only one that I found, but I'll link it and I'll link any other ones that I think are kind of cool. So this little is cool if you need to mount a mic or a light on there. So I had a lot of issues with lighting, tried a few of them. This is another one from Walmart. It is Bauer, but I think Amazon sells a lot of this stuff. It's just rebranded. So I'll try and link all that. So technically you could put this on there, and this one is rechargeable. And then you got a light. So that's the light. So if I needed this, because I work at night and sometimes I need a light there, you can have it there, you can have it on top, pop your phone in there, and then you got a nice little setup, tripod, selfie with a light. And then I hate the other ones, the other mounts personally, but you know, whatever works for you. So like these, I'm not a big fan of. You gotta like put your phone on and off. Now, if you have a Samsung, if you buy this, I believe they sell the ring with it. In case you have a different phone, you just put it between the phone and the case that you have, and it should grab it. So this works really good for any phone, but it's made for iPhone in particular, because you don't need anything special. You just either need the phone itself or a MagSafe case. That's my setup. Pretty simple, straightforward, does everything I needed to, and I was using this for the longest time. If you want to upgrade, just gonna honorable mention this DJI mic setup. That's what you're listening to right now. I have it on right now. Plugs directly into the phone, has a charging case, comes with 2 mics, USB-C, and then I'm obviously using the lightning connector. And then they have magnets on there, so you put this in your shirt and then this over your shirt, and it'll stay on you. You can also have the option to clip it. If you guys want to clip it to a piece of clothing or something like that, you can do that too. And then like this has been useful for different things. If you're already wearing this, the mic can hang on it. And then if you're curious as to what the camera looks like, when I have this under my shirt, goes over, and that's how I get those shots. So that's what I'm saying. If you have this under your shirt, you can also just clip on a mic. Options, cool things, but this I would recommend only because I've had really bad audio because I work outside. If you don't want to spend that money, this lavalier mic, which I believe is also from Walmart, I think it's a Bauer brand, yeah, does just as well as this. The only downfall is obviously this is wired to your phone. So you can use this. I have to use a dongle. I think we all do now. Whether you use, and I have both, a Lightning or USB-C, you know, that these are the adapters that you would need. So plug this into your phone, either hold this up, make sure you use the little wind guard there. This actually works pretty well in windy situations. But like I said, if you don't want to spend a couple hundred, few hundred on this, because this is like 300 bucks, go out and get you a $15 wired mic. This is what I was using. A quarter of the way into my videos, I noticed I needed better audio, so then I used this and it worked great. The only thing is, you know, remembering to plug it in and then using it. I did link one in the description, so there is a pretty decent one that's basically the same as this. You can clip it to your shirt. You can run it under your shirt so it's not visible if you really care about that. But this actually got me really good quality audio, and I still use it when I don't want to go grab this, because sometimes this is in my van or somewhere else. This now lives in the setup studio that I have going on right now. So sometimes I'll use this when I need a quick clip, and you can't tell the difference really between these two. All right, guys, so just a little pro tip. Like I was saying, I found the remote on the most tripods, especially if it's like a vlog kit or whatever. It's gonna come with one of these, and I believe, I don't remember, I think it comes with a clip that goes on the selfie stick, so that if you're holding it, you actually have the button at your disposal. So you can do it iOS or Android. It's just a click to start the video, take a picture, or whatever that button does for you on your phone. Is basically a start, stop, or a take photo, or start a timer. So that's what this is for. This is actually good to have. So if you guys are doing anything where you're not holding the phone itself, if you have it on a tripod, these are a lifesaver. You can have this that's universal. If you guys have an iPhone like I do and you have an Apple Watch, Apple also has that feature baked into the Apple Watch. You can actually set up your phone on a tripod and then hit a button on your watch to start and stop. So just a little tip for you if you're, you know, you don't want to get up to do the start stop on your videos or take a photo like that. The watch is perfect if you already have the iPhone and the Apple Watch. But if not, if you buy the tripod, it comes with this remote, which is super handy. Also, if you guys are curious, I'm using the lavalier mic. So how does it sound? I think it sounds probably just as good as the wireless one, and this is a $15 mic. And also, I forgot to mention a ring light. Yeah, like, you're gonna feel pretty dumb if you're like me, you know, going out to the store and buying these things. But if this is something you really want to do or try, I'm just showing you the stuff that you might need. So I did a lot of the videos like this where I sat down in front of the camera, whether to summarize what I was going over, point out some things that I forgot to mention in my work videos, and you need good lighting. Like right now, I kind of have everything jumbled, but you need good lighting. Right now I have some decent studio lights, but when I started, this is all I had. I went out and got a ring light. Five Below had these, but like I said, Walmart, you can get a lot of this stuff at Walmart. I'll try and link everything that's as close to it. So this is a ring light. It's USB connection. And then you have the option on the settings here. Now my advice, just like with these right here that I have on right now, start on the lowest brightness setting and then gradually go up. And then if you get blown out, bring it back down. You don't need a whole bunch of light unless you have really good diffusers. So something like a ring light is not bad. With this, I just use the setting like all of them mostly have now, although here I have other lights that are cool white. So that's why these are set to cool white right now. But if I'm indoors, I'm mostly using the balance, which is, you'll see a ring of cool lights and a ring of warm lights. There's an option to have both on and then just dim it down a little bit. And that usually gives you the best picture. So, but it all depends. If you're in a warm area, you can use a warm light. Like right now, I have fluorescent light bulbs that are cool white. So I need to set these to cool white so it doesn't look weird. But a ring light, this one also had the option to hang the phone off the top. I took it off because I started using a tripod on the table, and then I would just have the ring light pointed at me to get me a good picture. And this is also how I was starting my live streams. Recently, I was still using it. I just recently retired it because I bought something a little more compact, but these I'm still testing out. They're a little iffy. It's basically like a little light bar. And then with this one, if I wanted to have something like a ring light, it folds out. So this one is actually pretty cool. The only thing is I bought two. They were on clearance. One was defective. I couldn't get it to work. This one, the battery seemed like it was a little off, but it started working. So still trying it out. If I can find something similar on Amazon, I'll link it that has good reviews. Because this is another Walmart brand, and I don't know why they were all on clearance. Maybe they got a lot of complaints, a lot of returns. So yeah, that's another Bauer brand, and the cool thing about it is I could put it on a tripod as well. So if I wanted to, I was thinking about replacing these other lights, but I didn't trust the battery life on these things. So like if I wanted to put it on a tripod, I could. So this is what I'm using right now on my live streams. And like I said, on this one, I don't know if you can tell on camera, is the mix. It's cool and warm white. That gives a nice balanced picture. This brand is not bad. The Bauer brand at Walmart. If you just want to go over there, look at the section. It's in the electronics with the TVs and stuff. And just kind of look at all the stuff that they have. They actually have like kits where you can get a tripod, although I think that tripod is like one of the low profile ones. But you can get a tripod, you can get the light, like this light, and I think a microphone, but I think it's a shotgun mic, which I don't really recommend because like if you're, if you're doing this, you have to be within this distance, right? But if you get a shotgun mic, you cannot be too far from the camera. So anything that goes on the phone itself, I wouldn't recommend too much unless it's one of these. I'm gonna link one in the description from Amazon, and I think it's longer than this one. This one's only like, my arm's reach. But I think there's an extra long one on Amazon. I'll show you that one if you want to try it. That way you can set up your phone and then kind of be a little distance away. That helps videos when you're not, I don't want you, like, you don't want to be super in front of the camera to do it when you're talking to the camera like this. That's why I got the wireless mics. I can be as far away as I want within reason. If I'm working on something and I want to set the tripod up to get like a full wide angle shot. Almost forgot. Let me show you the tripod that we have that I recommend for when you need to stand it up pretty tall. All right, so I'm gonna show you a tripod, like a full-size tripod that I recommend. But just so I can show you the setup right here where I'm recording, it's gonna be my stool with that setup. That's how I can get like the leverage, because like normally this is not tall enough. This is my mobile tripod, so let's hook on there, get a decent angle. So full-size tripod, because this one goes up to like 5 feet or so. I'll list it. This is off Amazon. So you pull out the legs. That's very sturdy right there. And you can lock it in place, with this little knob here. And then it's gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections that all extend out. And then this is very robust. Like where I said, the mobile tripod was not very sturdy. It was very flimsy in the wind and stuff. This one you can, extend it as much as you need. And those are beefy, poles right there. And you can kind of just put it to where you need to. Lock it in place, and that's not going anywhere. So really cool little tripod from Amazon. It comes with this phone adapter that has a little thing for the light, right? So if you have your light, you can, or any like light or microphone, you can put it there. And this is the style that I'm not too fond of, but this one is actually pretty good because it has a bunch of foam all the way around, so you don't damage your phone. Kind of hugs it nicely, and it's a little robust. And then it has the option to even thread it on the back, because you're gonna thread it from the bottom to secure it on the tripod. If you need to, I don't know, have different angles, you have that option too. And it gets put away pretty nicely as well. So like that. And then that kind of goes into my desk when I don't need it. You can kind of use this as a tripod, a selfie as well. Angle it like that. Hold it out if you need to. It's not that bad. This is just a lot thicker, so I would still recommend a mobile selfie stick tripod, and then one of these when you need to sit down in front of the camera or set up a wide shot. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. It's not really that hard. Use the phone in your pocket. Get you a decent mic if you're in an area where there's a lot of ambient noise. It can be a wired mic. Those work great. I used that for the longest time until I finally wanted to take the plunge and buy a wireless microphone. Get you a decent tripod, at least a selfie stick one, and go from there. Video and audio are your most important things. Lighting would be good if you're recording in a room where there's not a lot of natural light. Get you a ring light or something of that nature, and you'll be good to go. The most important thing is you just want to start posting. You want to start getting comfortable in front of the camera. When I started, I was horrible. Post, build up your equipment. You can start on the super cheap, because I didn't know if I was going to make any money off of this when I started. I was like, I don't know, I might get 100 subscribers, I might get 20. I never thought I would get to where I'm at right now. But there's opportunity everywhere. If that's like an end goal for you, if it's like money, being monetized, getting sponsors, getting free tools. Honestly, we all think that when we start a channel. So if that's your end game, you got to stick with it. You're not going to get anything at the beginning. Keep your equipment cost at a minimum. That way, if you don't want to continue, you didn't spend much on it. Or if you do want to continue, you can have that time to build up and then save up. And then if you do get monetized on YouTube, you get some sort of income, and then you can kind of spend on little things. But I do want to show you guys how I edit, certain tips that I do with editing, how I get shots, how I do this, how I do that. We'll even talk about sponsors and getting stuff to review, how the money side of it works. I'm gonna get to all of that. I really just need to post as well. So hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I didn't ramble too much. And if you found this video helpful, or if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Let me know what you wanna know more about. Or if you have a question on something specifically, let me know and I'll get to it. So I'll see you guys.